another show. Grab your happy hands, because I have a hunch it's an opportunity in community to sing along with lots of songs. So gather round, it's time for brunch. Hi-ho, here we go. Time for another show. Everybody dance, it's time for brunch. Why, hello, campers, and happy spring. We are live and welcome to Brunch with Deb. I am your host and musician, Deb Seymour, and we've got a half hour of whimsical folk originals and some classic covers for you today. Morpheus Cat is joining us in the studio, so you may hear a plaintive meow at my feet. Although at the moment, I think he may be settling on the couch. Well, let's go. It's the spring equinox, or it was on Friday, but it's also my half birthday today. I'm 61 and a half, and that's very important. Here's a little song celebrating spring for you. Let's go out in the woods today. Spring has come, it's time to play. Leave your pen and leave your paper. All your work can wait till later. Everything is new and growing, sprung from the seeds we've sowed. Let us go now, you and me. There's so much to do, so much to see. Time to go and dance upon the green. The season is right for loving you, and there's nothing more I'd rather do than walk along this path with you. Take my hand and we can learn to fly. The sun is coming into view, bringing love and life renewed. And you are so beautiful, like a flower bursting into bloom. The season is right for loving you. It doesn't matter what is past, winter's darkness never lasts, and tarnished love is brightening fast into a brand new hue. Let us leap into the light, we won't know unless we try. Let's seize the day before it dies, as colors make amends to shades of gray. Hold me close inside your warm embrace. The season is right for loving you, and there's nothing more I'd rather do than walk along this path with you. Take my hand and we can learn to fly. The sun is coming into view, bringing love and life renewed. And you are so beautiful, like a flower bursting into bloom. The season is right for loving you. Along this path with you, take my hand and we can learn to fly. The sun is coming into view, bringing love and life renewed. And you are so beautiful, like a flower bursting into bloom. The season is right for loving. The season is right for loving. The season is right for loving you. Right for loving you. Right for Loving You, a springtime love song I wrote many years ago. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Bonnie. Good morning out there to YouTube lurkers, Heidi and Betty and hopefully Janet. Hope everyone's doing well, or as well as can be expected in these crazy times we live in. Anyway, thank you, Kathy. Compliment the pink. I thought I'd go total pink today in celebration of the pink cherry blossoms blooming all over the University of Washington campus and Seattle, for that matter. Heck, a sip of tea. It's kind of cold down here. Morpheus is being such a good boy. He hasn't made a peep. All right. What else do I want to sing? Put your requests in the chat. I have no particular song agenda today. Mama wears a hard hat, Mama wears work boots, drives a forklift and uses big tools. She's got a big voice, she can talk tough to all the big boys. Oh, they listen up. She don't dress up in diamonds and pearls, but Mama is the queen of the working girls. Mama never was one to take any flack, even when they said women don't work like that. Oh, Mama got the training, Mama's on the job. Mama is the one everyone counts on. She can build a building, build a bridge. She can build a roadway, she'll win the bid. And if you need a buddy to get you through a jam, well, you could bet your money on Mama, she's your man. Oh, Mama wears a hard hat, Mama wears work boots, drives a forklift, uses big tools. She's got a big voice, she can talk tough to all the big boys. Oh, they listen up. She don't dress up in diamonds and pearls, but Mama is the queen of the working girls. Whistle blows and the sun comes up while she's out on the job site getting things done. Tote that load, lift that bale, driving steel and pounding nails. Sweat is pouring off her brow, but she's flying high over broken ground. Pretty is as pretty does pretty work, oh yes she does. She lets her hair all hang down. Mama loves her friends and Mama loves her kids, and Mama loves her man like I know that his business. Mama wears a hard hat. 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 Look out. Mama wears a pink hat, Mama wears a pink blouse, Mama wears a pink scarf. There is no doubt she's got a pink charm on her necklace, and she's making up words that don't make sense. She don't dress up in diamonds and pearls, but Mama is the queen of the singing girls. Oh gosh, that was awful. Who else is stuck in here? Good morning, Richard, and good morning, Little Zen. Oh, you want to hear good? Yeah, Little Zen. Hi, Mandy. My sister-in-law's here. My sister-in-law's the best. That's Amanda Mason. Little Zen car. How funny. I was actually thinking about that and thinking I hadn't done it in a while. And yeah, I'm lucky to have, we have a few vehicles in our driveways, but one happens to be a Nissan Leaf. I've owned 5 electric cars in my life. Unfortunately, 2 of them got crunched in accidents, not of my own making, or I would have only owned 3. And one got old, and so I'm currently driving an electric Nissan Leaf. We also have the Toyota Camry, and I've got an old van in the driveway. Van is not very gas efficient, but used for local camping trips. A little Zen car. My first electric car. Just to review, everybody, my first electric car was this funny little Canadian-made 2-seater vehicle called a Zen car. Zen, Z-E-N-N, stood for Zero Emissions, No Noise. but it was kind of a pun on being all Zen Buddhist. So I did write a song about her. She, I'm afraid, went to the graveyard a long time ago. Actually, she didn't. She got, I sold her to another Zen owner, and she got cannibalized for parts. So she was recycled. She was just having some odd problems. But her name was Zoe Zenkar. Here's a little song about my first electric car. Ignition's on, but she don't make a sound as I push her pedal to the ground. I swear I never had a ride like this before. Zero emissions, no noise. She wows the girls and blows away the boys. They all ask how fast, how far, how much. The little Zen car rocks my world. She's a carbon-free, green-wheeling girl. No gas, no oil, no joke. I better expect it. Ooh, to be cruising through the city streets on 24 lithium batteries. I need a boost. I just expect it. My little car is all electric. Well, you say you drive a Prius, you're still using gas. Emissions inspections you might have to pass. Well, me and my Zen roll right by those stations. Coming on home at the end of the day, I just pull out the plug and plug her in the driveway and go inside and pour myself a cold one. A little Zen car rocks my world. She's a carbon-free, green-wheeling girl. No gas, no oil, no joke. I never expected ooh, to be cruising through the city streets on 24 lithium batteries. I need some juice. I just connected. My little car is all electric. And oh, the cost is hard to bear. It's a penny a mile to drive from here to there. So give up your guzzlers, ditch the Dodge, shove your Chevy back in the garage. It's time to get current and go with the flow. My little Zen car is here to stay, and more like her are coming your way. So charge 'em up, get ready to roll. My little Zen car rocks my world. She's a carbon-free, green-wheeling girl. No gas, no oil, no joke. I never expected ooh, to be cruising through the city streets on 24 lithium batteries. I need a boost. I just connected. My little car, it's all electric. Come on over, feel free to inspect it. My little car is all electric. Roll over oil, you'd best accept it. My little car is all electric. Thanks for asking for that song, Kathy. I sort of haven't done that one in a really long time. Tobin! Well, hello, Tobin. Let's welcome Tobin, his song from Michigan. I met Tobin at a songwriting camp several years ago, and he's the dude. He's an actor. He's an incredible songwriter. I know that you're in rehearsals for Come From Away for your theater, and that you also recently did a gig, Tobin, and sang. Tobin's got a fabulous voice. Oh, Little Zen Car. God, when I wrote that song in 2008, there was the Zen Car, and there were a bunch of little small companies making electric cars. There was the first Tesla Roadster was out, but that was like it. And now you can get all sorts of things. You don't even have to get a Tesla anymore, since that's sort of a controversial car these days. But yeah, I drove Zoe Zen car. I had her for 8 years, and then I had a hybrid that I drove for the long distance trips, because Zoe was a short range electric vehicle, just sort of for city driving. But living in a dense city like Seattle, it's like 90% of my life is within 10 miles of my house. So yay! Thank you so much, Tobin. I'm glad you popped in. Oh, Tobin. What song does Tobin... I'm trying to remember what are my songs that you like. I think I know what song Tobin likes. And Tobin is a fellow cat owner. Here we go. Cool as the click of a switchblade knife. I walk onto your back porch and into your life. I check out every corner, turn every stone. You better believe I'll make this backyard my own as I dominate the best sun patch, contemplating which bird is to catch, grooming myself from my head to my toes, and just when I'll pounce I'll tell you nobody knows that I'm the king of the galley, prince of the trash. Sometimes I purr, oh sometimes I scratch, cruising through your neighborhood, haven't a care to let you come near me. If come near me you dare, 'cause I'm a bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. I was born in an alley, the smallest of six. I learned to survive on a cheap bag of tricks. And out in the streets I've grown old and grown wise, and earned my share of more than 9 lives. I got this old lady, she tries to keep me in. She offers me caviar and sips of her gin, but she'll never tame me, nobody can. I tell you, fish, eggs, and booze, insufferably bland when you're the king of the alley, prince of the trash. Sometimes I purr, oh sometimes I scratch, cruising through your neighborhood, I haven't a care to let you come near me. If come near me you dare, 'cause I'm a bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Morpheus says he's never bad. Then can he explain why he irped on the carpet yesterday? Sorry for the graphic. When your family's asleep in the dead of the night, in a silence so thick you can't slice, a scream rips the air, makes your hair stand on end. It's just me giving chase to that she-cat in the morning you'll see me just as sweet as can be. What, last night a cat fight? Who, me? I gently play with some paper that's a scrap, and shortly thereafter retire for my nap. Oh, my name's not important, I've never really had one. You know my dead pork won't go mean, tough and bad one. If you see me on your back steps and such, you can come say hello, but don't you dare touch the king of the alley, prince of the trash. Sometimes I purr, oh sometimes I scratch, cruising through your neighborhood, haven't a care to let you come near me. If come near me you dare, 'cause I'm a bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. That's right, I'm bad. I'm the Duke of the Dumpster, the Baron of the Back Fence. Hanging around is what I do best. Yeah, I'm a bad cat. Think I'm just gonna stroll up the alley here and see what's in that other trash can. Chicken. Bad cat. Well, if I can get this off without dislodging my hat. It's a couple of Irish tunes I didn't sing last week, so I'm going to do one of them that I skipped just because it was kind of fun to play the mandola, and why not play another mandola song not on St. Patrick's Day? It's spring when a young woman's thoughts turn to love. This is the story of a poor Colleen who's having a little bit of trouble finding a husband, and here's why. Oh, hi, Lisa. Happy spring. Pretty in pink. She's pretty in pink. She's pretty in pink. What do you think? At least she doesn't stink. I hope I don't stink. So again, this is a song called Johnny Be Fair. If I can remember what key I do it in. Johnny. Johnny. Here we go. Johnny be fair and Johnny be wise and once before to wed. And I would marry Johnny but me father. That's not the right key. Johnny be fair and Johnny be wise and once before to wed. And I would marry Johnny but me father up and said, I'm sad to tell your daughter what your mother never knew, but Johnny is a son of mine and so he's kin to you. Billy be fair and Billy be wise and once before to wed. And I would marry Billy but me father up and said, I'm sad to tell your daughter what your mother never knew, but Billy too is a son of mine and so he's kin to you. Well, Charlie be fair and Charlie be wise and once before to wed. And I would marry Charlie but me father up and said, I'm sad to tell your daughter what your mother never knew, but Billy too is a son of mine and so he's kin to you. Father! What a sad and sorry girl, 'tis truly that I was. The boys in town are all me kin, but me father is the cause. If things should just continue, I shall die a single miss, but I'll have to be mother and complain to her of this. Oh, daughter, did I not teach you to forgive and to forget? And if your father sowed his oats, well, still you needn't fret. Your father may be father to all the boys in town, but still he's not the one who sired you, so marry who you will. Johnny Be Fair and Banish Misfortune, an Irish jig. Rock and roll! Okay. It's a good old Irish mum. She had a thing or two to say now, didn't she? Oh, isn't that song hilarious? I know. It's oh, Spring Equinox. I know they said it was Friday, but it moves around. As far as I'm concerned, it's my half birthday today. And I was born on the fall equinox, and my half birthday is on the spring equinox. And some years it is the 22nd, so happy equinox and happy half birthday to me. I'm 61 and a half. Not sure what that means, but we can have a laugh. 61 and a half is 6 months until I'm 62. And that will be my birthday, totally true. She's making up doggerel. Now I had an idea of a song I was going to sing, but I don't remember what it was, so I'm just going to make up anything. Here's a song that makes no sense, but that is okay, because I'm a songwriter and that's how I like to play. Oh, the pink matches my blue eyes. Yeah, thank you. All right. Time to get serious. Life was cruising on easy street when your wheel of fortune got stuck. You thought it was just a glitch, a hitch wishing your good luck. But then down came the avalanche and all the pain that follows. The next thing you know, they've laid you low down in the wallows. Who said life was supposed to be fair? God laughs every time you plan. You thought you had it all mapped out, the lines drawn spick and span. But times got tough, they coiled you up like a snake before it swallows. And the cruel, cruel joke is you've begun to choke face down in the wallows. So welcome, son, to the bar and mud. I suppose it all seems grim, being stuck in the holy muck, or maybe you best learn to swim. But all your fears, they're muscled up and flexing like Apollos. Oh, you feel so small that you toss it all to the mercy of the wallows. Depression and discomfort, it's now your closest friends. That melancholy baby has got you up on end. The misery loves your company, you're now flesh and bone. When you're in the wallows, baby, you're never quite alone. So welcome, bud, to the tar and mud. Well, I suppose it all seems grim, being stuck in the holy muck, or maybe you'd best learn to swim. But when you think about the journey out, some part of you just hollows. Oh, you feel so small, yet you toss it all into the mercy of the wallows. Keep you pinned. The could haves and the should haves leave you twisting in the wind. But faith leaves a golden thread in the darkest pit. It's your call to rise or fall. What will you make of it? So welcome, friend, to the bitter end. Tell me, what's it gonna be? Will you walk that first hard mile or drown in misery? It's the same for everyone, everywhere, from Seattle to Sao Paulo. No souls alive too big to dive into the deep end of the wallows. No souls alive too big to dive into the deep end of the wallows. No souls alive too big to dive into the deep end of the wallows. Wallows. However, faith leaves a golden thread. Mandy wants to hear something in French. Okay, I guess we're ending with a French song. Boy, I haven't done this one in a while. So my nephew is going on a 10-day culinary tour of France. It's his first time, I think, overseas at all. So he's been working on is français. Should do excessive, except I do not have the words in front of me. So I guess I will do Charlie Hebdo. See if I can. So back in 2015, the offices of Charlie Hebdo were blown up by a bunch of extremists, and there was a big movement in France. It was sort of their first 9/11 moment when everyone was marching and carrying signs saying, "I too am Charlie Hebdo." And Charlie Hebdo was the name of the magazine. It was a controversial magazine, very, very leftist, and made fun of everything. And some people didn't like that, so they decided that, killing the editor and half the staff would be a good thing to do. So great protest movements marched, and I wrote this song because I felt very strongly that I should stand up for liberty music, art, freedom of expression. You may understand quite a few of these words because a lot of them are homophones, like liberté, caricature, artists, écrivature, write, liberté. See if I can make this one. Je suis une Américaine. I'm an American. Anyway, here's some French for you. Je suis Charlie Hebdo from my Blame It on the Dog album. Je suis... Oh, I don't know if I can remember this. J'ai oublié. Je suis une Américaine. Je suis aussi musicienne. Je voudrais penser que la musique me fait toute citoyenne du monde. Donc je chante aujourd'hui pour la France et Paris, pour liberté d'art et d'expression. Je préfère mourir debout que vivre à genoux. Je pense pas de ta, je manque de ta menace avec courage et audace. Je n'ai pas peur de penser, je n'ai pas peur de parler. Moi je chante avec ma tête haute, je suis Charlie Hebdo. Ceux qui font la violence montrent sur les dos des ignorances. Moi je parle de violence jamais plus. Je chante pour les artistes, écrivains, caricaturistes. Je chante pour un, je chante pour tout. Je préfère mourir debout que vivre à genoux. Je surmonte toutes ces menaces avec courage et audace. Je n'ai pas peur de parler, je n'ai pas peur de penser. Moi je chante avec ma tête haute, je suis Charlie Hebdo. Rather die upon my feet than live my life on my knees. I will overcome these threats with courage and confidence. I am not afraid to think, I am not afraid to speak. I will sing with my head held high. I am Charlie Hebdo. Je préfère mourir debout que vivre à genoux. Je surmonte toutes ces menaces avec courage et audace. Je n'ai pas peur de penser, je n'ai pas peur de parler. Moi je chante avec ma tête haute, je suis Charlie Hebdo. Je suis Charlie Hebdo. I am Charlie Hebdo. Je suis Charlie Hebdo. Do you know that song got downloaded like 100 times for French speaking? It's in the Facebook catalog. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but any of you making Facebook reels of whatever, you can find and use my music for free in the Facebook music library. You just punch in Deb Seymour when you hit the little audio thing, and you can drop a piece of my music in as your background music. So just keep that in mind, because when that happens, it costs you nothing, and I get paid a little bit by Facebook. Oh my god, I need to practice my French song. Oh, I have to do that. I have a couple other French songs I do, and you know what? C'est le temps de recommencer la répétition. It's time to restart practicing. They call practicing repetition. Anyway, I'm going to go back to something more pleasant. Meanwhile, the tip jars are open. Your donations help keep this show on the air, and thank you for those who've already tipped. I saw you guys saw it come in on my little note thingy. Very much. Ding, 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 ding. I got a tip, I got a tip. To call them donations according to the marketers. Hello, c'est bon, super, merci beaucoup, Ronnie. J'ai oublié que tu parles français aussi. How about we end with a Loggins and Messina song about happy stuff rather than protests about icky violence, although we should be protesting icky violence, I guess. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just rambling. It's a spring day. What can I say? I'm dressed in pink. Okay. Thank you for being here, everybody. If you are what bronchi? Here we go. Logos of Messina. If you are thinking you're all that you've got, then don't feel alone anymore. 'Cause when we're together, well, you've got a lot. For I am the river and you are the shore. And it goes on and on, watching the river run further and further from the things that we've done, leaving them one by one, and we have just begun. Watching the river run, listening and yearning and learning, run river run. Twisting and rolling and riding along, we pass the old willow tree, where lovers caress as we sing our sweet song, when we meet together on down by the sea. And it goes on and on, watching the river run further and further from the things we've done, leaving them one by one, and we have just begun. Watching the river run, listening and learning and yearning, run river run. It goes on and on, watching the river run further and further from the things that we've done, leaving them one by one, and we have just begun. Watching the river run, listening and learning and yearning, listening and yearning and learning, listening and learning and yearning, run river run. Listening and yearning and learning, listening and yearning and learning, listening and yearning and learning, run river run. Watching the River Run. Kenny Loggins and Jim Messina. Blast from the past. Well, Kathy Quaid, I'm glad you're going to go for a walk. Me, I'm going to an open mic this afternoon up in Everett, Washington. I wanted to started going to last week. That's on Sunday afternoons, so I don't have to drive in the dark. My night vision's really bad. I still do drive in the dark, but I try and do it less. And that has nothing to do with anything. And for those of you who are following the Furnace Saga on Facebook, the new furnace is working, the new control panel's working, but the control panel's set up down here in the basement next to the furnace because the wires in the wall between the furnace and the upstairs are ancient, old, knob and tube, cloth-wrapped, shorting out wires. Why they didn't catch on fire or quit with the old furnace, I don't know, but they're going to be yanked out this week and replaced with brand new fancy Romex or whatever they're calling, whatever the kids are calling it these days. Thought I'd gotten all the knob and tube out of here. That's that old 40s wiring, but I guess I hadn't. Anyway, so that's good. And everybody have a great weekend. Happy spring. Brighter days are ahead. Make sure you get your seedlings planted on time. Enjoy the increasing longer days. And remember, as I say, to always tell people that you love them sooner rather than later. Oh, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. Speaking of tomorrow, I forgot. Business. No brunch next weekend, March 19th, because I am going to the Sing Time Frolics camp sponsored by the Portland Folk Music Society, where I'll be singing my little heart out. It's basically a song gathering for a lot of people who love traditional songs, so I'll be pulling out all of my old Irish songs and bluegrass songs and doing some originals. I'm also teaching a speed songwriting workshop for those who are interested in learning to write. And I'll be back on whatever the next one. April 5th will be the next Brunch with Deb. I will post this on Facebook and send all of you whose emails I have a little notice reminding you that I will not be here next Sunday. Because how can I say no to Sing Time Frolics? Not Springtime Frolics. It's called Sing Time Frolics. It's an event I've wanted to go to now for over 30 years, and I'm finally getting my butt down there and going. You guys take care. If anyone is still wanting some music, tune into Ronnie Solzberg show that would be 3 p.m. It'd be noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Ronnie does a much more lengthy show, and she does lots of covers mixed in with her fabulous originals. She's real sophisticated, unlike me. She's got a whole link you can click that has every song she does, and you can request something off that link. I need to figure out how to do that. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys take care of yourselves. I will see you in 2 weeks, Sunday, April 5th, right here in Deb's Den. Bye-bye.